Hi, I'm Daniella Hayes, and I'm super excited that you're here. I belong to a Facebook group called Junk Journal Junkies. Love it there, and I'm part of a swap for Halloween Junk Journal. The choices were a cute one or a creepy one, and I picked creepy. So I want to share with you my creepy Halloween junk journal. We were supposed to use a 6x9 envelope and make one signature, and I used the envelope template from Jen of Eve Designs. I'll put her link in the description box, and because I wanted to use the template so I could use Halloween paper, so that was pretty cool. And it has one signature, but as you can see, it is so full of awesome stuff. I wrapped this super awesome black, I don't know, it's just really cool and got holes and stuff in it. So I wrapped that around for the binding, and then you just, when you find a hole in it, you just stick the little skull thread. You see how cute that is? You stick him through the hole. I also made a charm for the outside using an old piece of a belt I had, and a couple of beads, and a cool key that has like a spider web. Oh my gosh, I'd have to be too close for you to be able to see the spider web on it. It looks like so. I used papers from Martha Stewart, from Pink Paisley, from, gosh, Teresa Collins, from everyone. I don't know, so many things. So, let's get started. I titled it A Creepy Halloween with Edgar Allan Poe because I think he is the master of creepy, and his stories scare me worse than any of those Freddy and Jason and all those movies. So that's how I made my junk journal creepy. The front over here on the cover is a pocket, and I used one of my library cards and stamped it with some splatter stamps, and I used fired brick distress ink, and it looks like the color of blood, which is kind of cool and creepy. So, trying to keep you in frame. So over here, I used some stamps of a graveyard, and I added some tags. Over here on this side, I had this creepy bug ephemera, nasty. I don't like bugs very much. They're way creepy to me. And then I also, for my swap partner, I'm sending a little bag with a tag in it so she can decorate or do whatever she wants with it. There are tea-dyed paper, and tea-dyed cardstock, and then there's, whenever there's a pattern paper, it's either a pocket or it pulls out. So I'll show you what I mean. Here is a tuck and a spider that's velvety and yucky, and here's a bat. These things are gross but cool. I just put the fake blood, the splatter stamp all over the place. Here's another tag in a bag, and this tag has a cool label with a skull, so that's fun. Here's a little tag in another, Be Very Afraid, as a tuck spot. And here is the first story, The Pit and the Pendulum, Edgar Allan Poe. And a quote from this story is, "In this place, death is mercy. He's tied up and the pendulum keeps going across him, and it keeps getting lower and lower and lower." So when you pull this one out, I'm going to When you pull it out, it goes all the way this big. I stamped these yucky spiders, added a tag, and a big, huge, yucky spider, and then all these little teeny spiders all over the place. So, here's a steeple and some crows or ravens. Creepy spider card. Yuck. Again, this is a little side tuck pocket because it's thin. Here's the back with a vampire. He glistens. This part is a little glossy. And another cemetery with a bug paper over here. Yuck. And a glittery skeleton hand. And a skull tag. And a skeleton holding library books. That might not be very creepy. I don't know. I don't think it's too creepy. And then now we're on The Telltale Heart by Edgar Allan Poe. And a quote from this is, "For it was not the old man who vexed me, but his evil eye." And this is just an image from the story, not literally, that was drawn from that story. And this guy is covering his eye. And if you know the story, the guy's eye drove him crazy. He killed him and hid him under the floorboards, but he kept feeling like he was hearing his heart beating. Very creepy to me. Open it up that way, or you open it up this way. And I put this heart here. It's a drawing of an anatomical heart. I don't know, I mean, some of these vessels would be blue instead of red, but now I'm nitpicking. More cemetery, bird, raven, poison and blood, and this rat or mouse, gross. I also think that's pretty creepy. And tags and stuff. This is just cobwebs and kookiness. Oh, more spiders, which I don't like. A skull label thing and a tuck spot. This is I think, yes, this is the center of the book. It's an envelope, and I put one of these in there too, one of the library cards. On the other side is the centerfold, which is a glittery skull, and there's another tuck over here with bugs, which I think are gross and terribly creepy. And over here we're on the next story, which is the Cask of Amontillado, and the man is, I can't remember his name now because I'm on camera, and well, he's got him chained in his his wine cellar, and here he is, and he's building the wall brick by brick to kind of bury him in the wall, not in the ground, alive. And that guy said, "I shall not die of a cough." And the guy putting on the brick says, "True, true," I replied. So, pretty creepy. I don't know. This woman looks like a ghost of some kind. Her eyes kind of freak me out. Here's more cemeteries and tags and creepiness and spiderweb. And this is evidence. And there's fake blood stamped on it. And this the Pit and the Pendulum again. I remember having to read all of Poe, second English in college. So fascinating and bizarre. More stamps, more skulls, more fake blood, more tags and tabs. And now here, because we're on the opposite side of the book, these open this way and then out this way. So skeleton. This is the transparency that I didn't stick on. I just paper clipped it, and she can do what she wants with it. And on this side, we have quoth the raven nevermore. Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered weak and weary. That's, I think, the most well-known Poe story. Can you imagine the noise of the beak against the glass actually made someone go nuts? Yes, I guess so. And here's a bat, and I put some of the splatter underneath, like he's a vampire bat. And more creepy spiders, and a birdcage, and more cemeteries, and more events, and palm reading tags. This is bone chilling, and this opens out for that steeple image again, and a raven, and more there, tags and bags. And we open it this way, and the last story is the black cat, which to me is super duper creepy. And the quote I have is, "For months I could not rid myself of the phantasm of the cat." That poor cat, and the eye and all that. Terrible. What am I thinking with this creepy post stuff, right? And now we're almost at the end of my book. Here's a tag that says beware. Here's another library card. Here's a tag, and it stands all these spiders by this web. Creepy. And the last page, and it's done. So, my swap partner will get to have this book, and I will get hers, and when I get hers, I will be sure to do a video showing how awesome it is. I think that swapping is so much fun. I love thinking of other people getting a little piece of something I've made, and of me getting a little piece of something somebody else made. It's very exciting. So I will leave the links to Genevieve, and I'm also going to link my last video I did. In that video, I asked everyone to give me their opinion on which paper I should use for the spine of my last album in this series of using my little booklets that I made for my red altered book, but I didn't fit. So if you haven't given me your opinion, please follow the link and let me know what you think, because now that I'm done with this, that one's getting done, and it's going to be really cool because I will be using the envelope and some of the insides from the album, but I folded the album, have I been saying envelope, envelope, I folded the envelope in a way that by using two of them, I made two a front and a back cover, and it will have a spine, and it will actually be a book as opposed to, you know, a little envelope journal this way. So it should be pretty cool, and it will be the last in that quest to use up all those little books that I had made, and then I will move on to a different project. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for visiting. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for giving me a thumbs up and liking my video. Leave me a comment letting me know what you think. Do you think it's too creepy? Do you think it's a good way to do creepy without having to, you know, do too much weird Freddy and Jason and all those kind of things? I don't know. I just like to know what you think about my take on a creepy Halloween junk journal. Like I said, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, bye.